All right. Let's see. Let's give it a little bit. Can I even see chat? Oh, we are recording, so I see we got some people in here. There's the chat. Might have to go vertical. Okay, cool. So, yeah, let's get started. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to episode 158 of In the Pits Paintball Podcast. This podcast is focused on everything that has to do with the paintball scene here in Texas, from professional players and teams to new divisional programs, local tournament series, field owners, Texas-based brands, even photographers and videographers. Every week, we'll have a short and sweet episode with a new topic and new special guest. I'm Christian Dallas Smith. I'm a player for the Texas Titans. This episode, we are going to be previewing this weekend's NXL Lone Star Open up in Garland, Texas. As y'all can see here, this is not my usual setup. I bought a house and we moved in on Monday. So all my stuff still in the various boxes there in the background. Also, shout out to Charles Dean with Max for the shirt. I finally get to bust it out on the air. It feels great. So, yeah, what I usually do, also known, oh man, yeah, well, we're going to talk about all of the brackets. So, what I usually do before every NXL event is we give a shout out to all of the Texas teams that are going to be in attendance. We go through all of the rosters, say every player's name. So again, forgive me if I miss your team. So right now my setup is my phone and I have my tablet here with PB Leagues pulled up. So I know there's going to be a lot of Texas teams in attendance. We are not going to be going over any of the 3-man just because I know the registration is still open, or the 10-man. I want to focus on 5v5 and X-Ball. I know a lot of time it's also like the same players that are playing like 3v3, 5v5, and some of like the 10v10 on like the Sunday only brackets are going to usually be featured on other teams. If you're only playing one of those divisions this weekend, I do apologize. But again, my setup here is quite limited. Like it's literally like there's my iPad, which has PB Leagues and the list of people that I need to make sure I say their names. So yeah, we're gonna get started. First off, well, let's talk about the 5v5 5v5 division. So we're just going to go from bottom to top here on PB League. So we've got first in the female WNXL 5v5 amateur, we've got the Dallas Dolls. And on the Dallas Dolls, we've got Phoebe Blaine, Alexis Higgins, Misty McKenzie, Jessica Maidlow, Layla Maynard, Sammy Rivera, Chloe Sereno, and Avery Snowden, with Billy Blaine and Lauren Mason Salinas on their staff. Good luck to the Dallas Dolls over in the female WNXL 5v5 division. If you are on one of these teams and I happen to skip you, please sound off in the chat. I'll make sure I go back and get you. So up next, we've got veteran Militia Charlie from Dallas, Texas, in the D4 5v5 division. We've got Joseph Rui, Aaron Dirosek, John J. Irwin, Chris Lane, Stephen Lennon, Corey Lockhart, Philip Mears, and Josh West, with Emily Lockhart, Chris Rangel, and Nicole West on staff. Next, I think is TDSM, hailing from El Paso, Texas. You've got Parker Boys, LD Dane, Zachary McCurdy, Anthony Monfreda, Jacob Ortega, and Alex Vega, with Victor Boy Juarez on staff. Shout out to the Donut Shop Mafia. Up next, we got Outlaw AP OTB playing. Again, this is D4 5-man. So we got Hunter Cherry, Josh Cherry, Handon Cherry, Brandon DeGrave, Braylon DeGrave, Nick Flores, Aiden Medley, and Kaylin Wheeler, with, of course, Philip Middleton on staff. Next, let's see. We've got, I believe, FCR. Yes, we've got FCR. Yeah, they're making a return. They do still exist. We've got Coach Jeffrey Black, And with the players, we got Chad Barrios, Caleb Quo, Andy Nguyen, John Romero, Matthew Schultz, and Joe Woodward. Shout out to FCR making their return. Up next, we got Elite Dynasty coming out of Houston. We got Guadalupe Aleman, Adrian Barajas, Colton Guerra, Marcus McClam, Brooks Price, John Pyron, Tariq Qazi, and Cameron Wilson with Jake Burton on staff. Good luck to Elite Dynasty. Up next, we've got Destiny Space City also coming out of Houston. Leonardo Alvarez, Colby Klaus, Eric Cochran, Carson Martin, Mark Mercer, Tanner Shue, AJ Woodyard, and on staff, we got Lupe Leva and Wade Martin. Good luck to Destiny Space City. And then we've got a couple of countdown lines. First, we're going to talk about Countdown City 210, which, yeah, I actually learned this earlier this year. The reason they call themselves Countdown is because the zip code counts down 210. Fun fact. So the players are Jad Alia, Faisal Alia, Jordan Clayton, Daniel Estrada, Isaiah Ibarra, Cesar Ortiz, Brian Sweet, and Cesar Zamora. Again, hailing out of San Antonio. You've also got the main Countdown City line with Alex Amos, Cody Cawley, Wyatt Zerlaban, Rylan Fontana, Jacob Hurst, Michael Leon Guerrero, Alex Navarro, and Jimmy Roman with Eric Amos and Kyle Kennedy on staff. Good luck to the Countdown City crew. Next, we got Cold Blooded from Bryan, Texas, coached by Clint Johnson. You've got Perry Chance, Timothy Curtis, Caden Durkowski, River Lacey, Oliver Norris, Cliff Shivers, Cooper Weaver, and Jack Williams with Jason Carter, C-Joy Kimbrell, and Willie Robinson on staff. And then there's just their team, the Cold Blooded Pandas. You've got Robert Allen, Jackson Barfneck, Maxwell Carter, Rolando Garza, Marco Garza, Corey Mushinsky, Benito Ortiz III, and Devin Smith with Laren Montez and Ismael Zacharias on staff. Good luck to the Cold-Blooded camp. Again, this is all in D4 5-man. Next, we've got Cartel out of Fort Worth. And again, y'all, if I skip over your name or if I skip over your team, please let me know in the chat. I'll make sure we swing back to it. So we got Sahir Alvarez, Eli Calvo, Benjamin Herrera, Roberto Herrera, Alexander McDougall, Lucio Ponce, Mauro Rios, and James Torres with Yasmin Alvarez and Jennifer Magana on staff. Good luck to Cartel. And then I believe the last one from D4 5v5 in Texas is Amarillo Aggression. We got Skylar Bach, Nathaniel Gaddy, Cameron Hoover, Hunter Lewis, Logan Reynolds, Joseph Scalia, and Isaiah Thompson with Jimmy Hazard, Daniel Mora, Ashton Stockard, and Brecken Wallace on staff. So that is all of the, I believe, all of the Texas D4 5v5 teams. If I missed you, please let me know. Up next, we got D5 5v5, starting with Veteran Militia Delta out of Flower Mound, Texas. You've got Dennis Chandon, Josh Evans, Brendan Kehoe, Eric Mack McKenzie, Paul Martinez, Jacob Shin, and Colton Wise with, of course, Chris Rangel on staff. Next, you've got the University of North Texas, coached by Richard Henderson. We've got Arda Calasier, Andrew Camarillo Burgum, Pinyan Chen, Matthew Lopez, Brendan Welling, and Chiho Yu with Jimmy Burden, Peter Falkenhagen, Evan Hui, Justin Usley, and Alan Villalva on staff. Good luck to the University of North Texas. It's always great to see the college teams make their return. Next, we've got the Texecutioners by PB Gateway out of Arlington, Juan Cantu, Trinidad Cantu, Joe De Los Santos, Brian Fan, Brandon Fan, Dylan Silva, Paul Silva, and Abram Silva. Lots of family on that team. Up next, we've got Texas Stannon. Hailing out of Denton, you've got Devin Amsterdam, Dylan Fine, Chance Johnson, Kellen McCormack, Nathaniel Medeiros, Matt Naby, Christian Noon, and Ricky Ramirez with Pierre Blackman and Tony Hendricks on staff. Yeah, while I'm doing this, y'all, let me know in the chat here, how did practice go for y'all? Are you attending the event? Who did you play? And what do you think of the field? So up next, we've got the Texas A&M University Aggies, coached by Perry Chance. You've got Weston Gilliam, Lance Granovicki, Colton Linegar, Max Matheson, and Joshua Nelson with Oliver Norris on staff. Next, you've got PB Gateway V3 with Jacob Abitia, Patrick Alley, Gabriel Caro, Riley Johnson, Deanne Mai, Logan McIntyre, Corey Peterson, and Justin Russo, with Robert Abitia and Anton Nguyen on staff. Let's see, that was PB Gateway. Next, we have the Austin Meanies. Shout out to the Meanies camp. They're doing great. They're expanding up or down to Austin. Love to see it. We got Christopher Atwood, Fabian Billings, Neil Day, James Ferris, Nate Koenig, Ezekiel Lopez, Christopher McCarthy, and Amri Valdez with Wade Martin on staff. And finally, we've got Amarillo Aggression D5 with Mason Bentley, Manuel Camacho, Sonny Frank, Justin John, Riley Johnson, Daniel Mora, Kirk Cifuentes, and Ashton Stockard, with Skylar Bach, Jimmy Hazard, Hunter Lewis, and Logan Reynolds on staff. That does it for Division 5, 5v5. I'm going to take a break real quick. Before we continue with D3, 5v5, y'all, I just want to give y'all a quick show here of what the room's going to look like. So obviously, we're still trying to figure things out, but I'm going to have this whole room instead of just putting up the green screen, cutting my living room in half so that we don't disturb my wife while she is using the living room. So I get a whole room to myself. I'm probably gonna finally get to put some decorations up on the wall behind me. Really get this thing going. So do you all have any suggestions for this setup? Any things that you think I should put up in the background to liven up the set? Let me know. So for Division 3, 5v5, we're gonna start off with veteran Militia Zulu. Nope, they're out of Virginia. Never mind. So we're going to start out with TKO, Texas Knockout, coached by Colt Lukow. Got Alex Augusto, Jace Boyd, Mark Brown, Anthony Rodriguez, Malik Zawalha, Omar Simmons, Peter Stokes, and Ernesto Vasquez, with Elliot Ocon on staff. Good luck to TKO, Texas Knockout. Sasha, can you make a surprise appearance to plug your IMs for sale in the Max booth? I don't know if I can do that at this point on my mobile setup, but I'll just read your message here on the stream. So if you are interested in ions, or if you want to see what Sasha's up to, head over to the Max booth this weekend. Sasha has quite a few ions for sale, or if you're a member of the AARP, you might want to go swing by his booth because you may qualify for some goodies. So up next, we've got, let's see, who else? We've got the Trash Pandas, the Autistic Trash Pandas, like Eric C says here in the chat, coached by Bull Godfrey. You've got Austin Arguelles, Rudy Arroyo, Eric Contreras, George Jocelyn, Benjamin Mendoza, and Christopher Ramirez. Now, y'all say that your hometown is Cincinnati, Ohio on here. I don't know about that. We want to get that corrected so that we can properly get Texas the credit it deserves whenever y'all end up with a medal. Okay. Up next, we are going into the X-Ball division. So in D5 X-Ball, we've got, I see two Texas teams for sure. We got Texas Rampage. First off, from Waxahachie, Texas, you've got Surasit Adhad, John Bamberg, Ricky Bliss, Gerard Brooks, Malachi Federson, Jimmy Liddick, and Ramiro Ortiz, with AJ Abar, Jimmy Burden, and Jaden Leidick on staff. Next, we have Splat Houston coming out of Houston, Texas. We got Larry Baker, Ty Garcia Reed, Nicholas Jimenez, Jesus Olivares, Ivan Porogini, Vandy Reith, Gage Robinson, and Victor Romero. And lastly, we've got, let's see, did I skip someone? No, we just Texas Rampage and Splat Houston. Where are you from? Nope, you're from Florida. All right, so that's it for D5 X-Ball in Texas. Next, Division 4 X-Ball. Quite a interesting list here. Much shorter than we've seen. Only 26 teams at this event in D4 X-Ball. We are going to start with is Zero Method from Texas? Yes, they are. We're going to start with Zero Method in D4 X-Ball. We got Jacob Colombo, Andrew Zopp, Ashton Everett, Matthew Griffith, Josh Heritage, Quade Big Daddy Jones, Bo Lawson, Steve Ludwig, and Eric Nieto. with AJ Abar, Kendrick Bassett, Michael Johnson, Blaine Weems, and Scott West on staff. So it looks like a lot of the old Cap Rock guys are here on Zero Method. Up next, I don't think the Wild Dogs. Let's see. The Lost Boys. That's not the DFW Lost Boys. Up next, we got Texas Cyclone out of Texas Legends Paintball in Conroe. Antonio Arteaga, Ryan Barnett, Lino Caligui, Luis Diaz Guzman, Joel Kurtz, Zane Lacombe, Luis Martinez, Cole Newman, and Cameron Stiles, with Hayden Burgess and Tammy Newman on staff. Up next, we've got SUWT Hydra. Oh, it's about time to not watch this. All right. Have a good one, Travis. Hope if you're going to the event, have some fun. Up next, we've got David Budney, Aaron Chevery, Cole Edwards, Jordan Phelan, Caden Korsman, Morgan Mills, Robert Ortiz, Henry Portillo, and Andrew Ramos, with Malachi Montgomery and Jerry Phillips on staff. Good luck to SUWT Hydra. Up next, we've got, Outlaw AP Prime, coached by Cedric Rios, former Seattle Thunder Pro player. We've got Cade Blackwelder, Cameron Blanco, Logan Crenshaw, Memphis Fulgham, Cooper Harrison, Connor Hodges, Grayson Manning, Trenton Martin, and Tyler Middleton, with Jason Crenshaw, Chris Harrison, Matt Hodges, Philip Middleton, and Kyle Warner on staff. Up next, we have Hydra Kids from Waxahachie, Texas. We got Aiden Adkins, Bo Bennett, Isaiah Harger, Kobe Johnson, James Martin, and Nicholas Ross, with Johnny Lukow and Kelly Ross on staff. Next, we got the Houston Zone Kids, who have been absolutely on fire this year in D4. We got James Bull Godfrey as their coach. You got Chris Comier, Robert Junior Guerrera, Michael Gutierrez, Furman Hernandez, Nolan Hua, Avant Knight, Jorge Martinez, Ethan Murrell, and Nicholas Nira, with Robert Guerra, Jim Hensley, Michael Hua, and Hainer Nira on staff. Next, we've got Houston Zone with Chase Reed as their coach. You got Keith Brewer, William Corrigan, Gregory Gidry, Jack Hashim. That is a name that I haven't heard in a little bit. Welcome back. You've got Edward Horbelt, John Saban, Steven Smolko, and Julian Suarez on the roster, staffed by Aaron Friedman, Jim Hensley, John Kennemer, Colton McCoon, Travis Nance, and Matt Toolin on staff. Up next, we've got the Gunners, the defending champions from Tampa. I believe they podiumed another event this year. I'd have to go back and look. But the Gunners are going to be the team to beat here. So you've got Jamari Faison, Antonio Fernandez, Aaron Hitchcock, Michael Leon Guerrero, Tim McGregor, Nick McKenna, Brian Padilla, Rafael Rivera, Corey Sepulveda, and Kelson Walker. And staffed by Marina Borunda, John Butler, Arthur Faison, Emily Rivera, Anaya Sepulveda, Robert Shelton, John Trevino, and Kenny Walker. Up next, you've got Gangster coming out of Houston, Robert Bolin, Christian Cash Cavazos, Isaac Hernandez, Noe Lopez, Jonathan J. Bird Salas, Travis Tucker, Ulysses Velasquez, and Kyle Wren. And then I think the last team are the Border Boys from McAllen, Texas, Christian Alanis, Zachary Poleza, Andrew Cuevas, Ricardo DeLucio, Sean Garcia, Manuel Gutierrez, Angel Hernandez, Samuel Riojas, and Joaquin Torres. Good luck to all of the Texas teams competing in Division 4 X-Ball. Up next, we got D3 X-Ball, starting with, Veteran Militia Kilo. We've got Kyle Enriquez, Joshua Keys, Tyler Lawhorn, Woodston Maddox, Kyle Mason, Sergio Padilla, Luis Race, Nicholas Torres, and Christopher Wells, with Jacob Miller and Chris Rangel on staff. Up next in D3 X-Ball, you've got, they're all not Texas. You've got Team Maxed coming out of San Antonio. X Factor Paintball Park. You've coached by Chris Vanderwald. You've got Lawson Benedict, Charles Dean, Adam Hitchcock, Kellen Jones, Tyler Kidd, Connor Varley, Keith White, and Ryan Wynn. Interesting. He's going to be hopping on with Team Max for this one. And on staff, you got Joe Betancourt, Doug Bryant, Sam Chapler, Charles Langlois, and Shelly McIntyre. Good luck to Team Mac out of San Antonio. Up next, let's see. We've got Team Evil. I know that Justin, you were messaging me earlier today asking if I was going to do this show. Oh, we threw one together for you. So on Evil, we've got David Bible, Charlie Christie, Taylor Connor, Matt Crowder, Justin Dolman, Rory McQuality, Gaby Amundo, Skylar Smith, Luke Staley, Colt Wallace, Cody Zapata, and Jeremy Zimmerman with Candace Doman, Kale Gamarino, Courtney Jekyll, Christian Lambert, Alexandria Richards, and Adam Wemhoner on staff. Good luck to Team Elite Audio, Video, and Lighting. Up next, I don't think Cartel Kids is from Texas. Nope, they're from Washington. Up next, we've got Beefy Boys D3. Beefy Boys throwing in multiple lines at this one. Coached by Corey Callahan. Got Matthew Bandow, Eric Contreras, Daniel Diaz-Quirolo, Christopher Joslin, Makia Paul, Colton Russell, Patrick Simons, and Zach Turtle Wilkes with Daniel Alvarado, Trent Biggs, Derek Garza, Robert Jordan, Michael Machado, Luke Buchalski, Clara Rauschhuber, and Garrett Skopal on staff. Let me see if I can turn the camera around so that you're not just looking at me reading off a list. We can actually see the people that I am talking about. There we go. Might be a little bit more interesting. Oh, is it mirrored? Oh, that sucks. Y'all tell me, is it mirrored or is it facing the correct way? That looks mirrored to me. Yeah, that looks like it's mirrored. That's a shame. Oh well. So after the Beefy Boys, I think we've got aceevilpb.com as our last team out of Texas. Again, if I skipped over your team, please let me know. No, it's good. All right. I'm going to trust you on this. It looks mirrored on my end, but yeah, just let me know. And even if you're trolling me, you know what? I have no other choice but to trust you here. So aceevilpb.com from Dallas. We've got Jared Bourgeois, Jace Boyd, Daniel McGibney, Brendan Oglesby, Alec Pisoni, Jill Stewart, and Colin Stewart out of Paintball Fit / Kicking Paintball Park in Texas. Good luck to our Division III X-Ball teams. You can see the screen. I just can't tell, Eric, if it's a backward image or if it's forward. On my end, it looks backwards, but if it's forward for y'all, I'm just going to keep it as it is. So up next, we've got Division II, which has been quite the race this year. Very, very good teams. And we're going to start with my team, the Texas Titans. So I will not be in attendance at this one, which, you know, I wish I could be there. All right. Thanks, guys. So we're going to start out with the Texas Titans here in Division II X-Ball with Josh DeLeon, Thomas Fust, Leo Lamas, Michael Lundgren, Lane Myers, Matthew Pelto, Dylan Strickland, and John Trevino, who we've picked up from, I guess, technically Bang, with Gabby Alvarez, Angie Lamas, Ryan Connors, Patrick Rayborn, and myself on staff. I wish I could be there at this event, but in addition to the house and my brother-in-law's wedding here in Austin, I actually got rear-ended the day that we closed on the house, and my car got totaled. So I don't think I'm going to have a car. So yeah, again, sorry that I won't be there at this one. I was really looking forward to it, but I will see everybody at Cup still. Up next in Division II, we've got Houston Zone. Let's pull them up here. So we've got John Kennemer, Anthony Bowles, Aaron Friedman, Colton McCoon, Travis Nance, Chase Reed, and Matt Toolin. So running a very light line here, Houston Zone is, with Keith Brood, Jack Hashem, Jim Hensley, Adam Hitchcock, and Jacob Seaball on staff for Houston Zone. Good luck to y'all. Up next, we've got the Clutch City Oilers in Division II, coached by Haley Leva. We've got David Harden, Daniel Mahoney, David Ratchford, Austin Saunders, Jacob Thompson, Will Weems, and Tyson Williams, with Chris Boyd, Jordan Luengas, AJ Molinari, Josh Navarro, Josh Safier, and Josh Taylor. That's a lot of Joshes on this team on staff. So good luck to the Clutch City Oilers out of Houston. And finally, last but certainly not least, we've got the Beefy Boys with their coach, Bobby Kramer. Got Angel Alarcon, AJ Abar, Paul Ein, Joseph Petruccelli, Luke Puchalski, Jonathan Schaffner, Thorne Smith, and Gabe Sutherland, with a whole lot of members on staff. They are a very well-supported team. They travel well. This is a hometown event for them. You got Kerr Adams, Jimmy Burden, Garrett Huffstetter, Jessica Maidlow, Taylor Retra, Tyler Shepers, Chelsea Summers, Patrick Simons, Lucas Talash, and Angie Tejeda on staff. Good luck to the Beefy Boys. And that does it for our Texas Division II teams. Up next is semi-pro. And what do y'all think of your predictions for this one in each of these divisions? How do you think the Texas teams are going to do here? We're going to start out with Texas Demolition. We've got Corey Field listed as a player, interestingly enough. He looked fantastic at the Nations Cup with Team USA. We might see him step on the field. We shall see. We got Emi Flores, Victor Juarez, Devin Lopez, Taylor Munoz, Patrick Rayborn, Aaron Sines, and new pickup, Jared Sherman, coming down to play with Texas Demolition in the semi-pro division. Good luck to Texas Demo. Up next, we got Shut Up, We're Trying from Paintball Fit. We've got Brandon Allison, Logan Dyer, Justin Glidewell, Ryan Hilscher, Logan Hansel, Jerry Phillips, Connor Sander, Christopher Tucker, Ernesto Vasquez, and Luis Guillermo, with Heather Childs, Clifford Dyer, Paul Mart, and Chanel Rafi on staff. Good luck to Shut Up, We're Trying. Next, let's see, where is... There they are, the Clutch City Oilers out of Houston, Texas. Coach AJ Molinari. You've got Christopher Boyd, Jordan Luengas, Luke Massoni, Josh Navarro, Benji Schrader, Josh Taylor, and Tony Tobato, with Bailey Chironi, David Harden, Charles Jackson, Haley Leva, Daniel Mahoney, Andy Saldana, David Ratchford, Josh Safier, and Tyson Williams. Interestingly, I'm not seeing Jake Ratfield on here. I wonder how he's doing, or if his status has changed. And that looks like that does it for Texas semi-pro. I think there's only 3 semi-pro teams in Texas right now. Yeah. So in that brings us to the pro division. We'll start with Tauntaun FSU because they say they're from Austin on their profile. There's nobody listed, but we know it's going to be Marky Franz plus a lot of the legacy Tauntaun guys and a few others. So good luck to Tauntaun FSU. Oh, that's the 3v3. Maybe they're listed on the main team. Yes, they are. There we go. So we got coached by Pascal Hosser, Fabrice Colombo, Konstantin Fedorov, Marky Franz, Axel Godin, Geronimo Benevin, Diego Gonzalez, Thomas Spitzma, and Hugo Verhage, with Mark Franz Sr., Oliver Godin, Randy Zamaria, and Brady Zamaria on staff. Good luck to the Tauntaun FSU. Up next, we've got San Antonio X Factor, which is going to look quite a bit different for this event. You've got, of course, Coach Ryan Brandon Dixon Yang. You've got Cody Bayless, Billy Bernaccia, new pickup, Silos Cortez, TJ Danner, new pickup, Nico Hyde, Matt Jackson, Alex Martinez, Archie Montemayor, Meter Ninos, and Colt Roberts, with Travis Patton and Jeff Wechter on staff. Good luck to my home team, San Antonio X Factor. Up next, we've got Paintball Fit. This is their home event, and they've already been an amazing team this year. We'll see who's going to topple them here, if anybody, in this Texas bracket at this Texas event. So Paintball Fit, coached by Casey Harris. We got Jonathan Chavez, Cyrus Geringer, Jacob Johnson, Johnny Lukow, Colt Lukow, Trenton Mason Salinas, Jacob Seaball, and Scott Stewart, with Rich Addicks, Isaiah Harger, Chris Isaacs, Hadley Korsman, Sarah Lukow, JD Lukow, Joy Privet, Lacey Urban, and Jay Urban on staff. I don't know. I know I've seen some footage of Colt at practice. I don't know if he's going to be stepping on the field. If anybody knows more about that, please let me know in the chat. Up next, we have, let's see, after Paintball Fit, we've got Houston Heat. no coach listed here. So we've got the players: Ronnie Dizon, Jackson Frey, Chad George, Mishka Kniaziev, Cody LaPapa, Sam Monville, Ryan Moorhead, Andy Saldana, John Soap Chapal, and Ryan Smith, with Pat McKenna and John Monville on staff. Good luck to Houston Heat. And finally, we've got AC Diesel, who also looks quite a bit different. You've got Josh Bushi and Greg Pauly on their coaching staff. And then you've got on their playing staff, you got Mark Baginski, BJ Henningberg, Mark Johnson, Clint Johnson, Jacob Keck, Jared Lackey, Tyler Spees making his return, as well as Jacob Keck, and Jesse Stevens. I know there was questions about rumored suspensions that are going out there. I think the coaches show talked about it on Monday night. I believe the final word was 2 games for Mark Johnson and 3 games for Mark Baginski. If you look at their schedule, their first 2 games are X Factor and Fit, and then their third game is Energy Elite. So Diesel is going to be down to 6 players on their hardest 2 games. Good luck to Diesel. I think that this Texas bracket definitely wasn't easy to begin with, let alone having to deal with all that. So, y'all, that is every single team, every single player from Texas, at least for the most part. Again, if I skipped over your team, please let me know, and I'll get back to it if we have time before we close. Lastly, we'll get into some bracket predictions here. So, in bracket A, we've got Paintball Fit, San Antonio X Factor, New Orleans Hurricanes, AC Diesel, and Energy Elite. I'm going to give my top 10 predictions here. I think it's very much going to be Paintball Fit and X Factor coming out of the Texas bracket, with the Hurricanes being a potential 2-2. The Hurricanes' disadvantage is that they have to play a full strength Diesel, whereas none of the other teams do. So we'll see if that plays into the Hurricanes' advantage or disadvantage, given that those players that are going to be coming back will be cold on the layout, or at the very least not as many reps as the rest of their teammates. Bracket B, we've got Red Legion, Houston Heat, LA Ironmen, Seattle Uprising, and ASG Aftermath. Give me Red Legion. And then on this field, I do think that it is going to be Houston Heat along with Red Legion. Looking at how this field played, I don't see any wild cards coming out of this one, though. So yeah, up next we got bracket C: San Diego Dynasty, Tampa Bay Damage, Baltimore Arsenal, Infamous, and Leverage. Leverage is going to be full strength apparently for the first time this year, but none of these brackets are easy. I don't think they got very fortunate at all with this draw, though. I'm going to say Dynasty and Damage are going to be the top 2, with no wild cards coming out of bracket C. And then bracket D, we've got Edmonton Impact, Tauntaun FSU, Chicago Aftershock, World City Sea Dogs, and New York Extreme. What's up, Corey? So give me Edmonton Impact, give me the Tauntauns, and give me the Sea Dogs as a wild card out of here. I could see them beating New York Extreme and upsetting Chicago Aftershock for a potential 2-2 here. Yeah. So that are my picks. Those are my picks for the Pro Division. In Semi-Pro, yeah, I'm not going to go over Semi-Pro or really anybody else. So here, let's do one more look around the room here for the setup. Everything in boxes, but man, this is going to turn out sweet eventually. All right. Leo, of course, the Titans are my pick always to win the whole thing. Okay, so y'all, that does it for our show. Again, we are, I don't need to go over G4 either, Corey. I did, when I was saying your team and all of your roster, I did say y'all were the team to beat. So don't make me a liar this weekend. Good luck to y'all. So I think that does it. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Again, I'm going to try to have the setup here done as quick as possible. That way we can get back to our regularly scheduled Wednesday evenings with all new decorations here on the wall behind me. So be sure to go follow all of the coverage this weekend over on MajorLeaguePaintball.com. Go to MLPB Plus. Watch the stream. I believe they're going to start doing the the Pro 3v3 tomorrow. So a bonus day of paintball on the layout. Yeah, and I believe it's free actually, so it might be on YouTube. Don't quote me on that though. I know I'm here on the Major League Paintball channel, but don't quote me on the status of free things by any means. But yeah, go check out the Pro 3v3 starting tomorrow. And of course, this weekend's action over on MLPBplus.com. You might see some free games every now and then on Facebook and YouTube. Yeah. What other guests would you like to see on the show? Be sure to leave a comment down below. While you're at it, hit that subscribe button. The show goes live Wednesday evenings at 7:30 p.m. Central here on youtube.com/at Major League Paintball. And recordings are posted to YouTube, Amazon, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify the next day. Quick shout out to my partner and sponsor to your subscribers on Patreon. Get that shot. Paintball Comite, Bram Raps, Hydra, XTPL events, Mariachi Aguilas de Oro, San Antonio 3v3 series, 71 Designs, TexanHemp.com, and the Splat Zone Trinity 3-man. And again, one final thank you to Major League Paintball. We will see you guys hopefully next week, where I'm going to try to get anybody who did really well this upcoming weekend. We know that Texas usually defends their turf pretty well. So expect some champions on the show next week. We will see you all then. Everybody, thank you so much. Sorry I won't be at this event. I will be missing you all. Please go one more time. Shout out to Sasha. Go check out his Ion shop over at the Maxed booth this weekend. And yeah, we'll see you next week. Later, y'all.